we are continuing our great attendees of Radio Soleil's 20th anniversary at Grand Prospect Hall. We are here with the maker of this whole big event. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for having us. And I wanted to introduce you to the community. Can you please state your name?
This is Rico Dupree.
Well, for those of you who don't know, he is the founder, he is the president, the CEO, the backgrounder of this radio station. He's going to, take a step, but we will talk to him for the night. We are going to make sure that you understand what he's doing within the community. For the past 20th, we've had this radio station in the community doing great things. So thank you for doing that for us, and we'll continue the night with you.
Thank you. Well, this is a milestone.
Yes.
Statistics will show that the vast majority of subcarriers fail because you have to basically create and build the audience. It's a very painful process. So it's 20 years of that. So tonight we celebrate that.
Thank you for celebrating this. I like the way you said that it takes courage. It takes a lot of work. How did you decide to keep, hang in there and continue working?
Well, the faith in my community, the desire to serve. There were times when my back was against the wall, but the love of the people and their support commanded that we went forward, and that's what we did.
I just wanted to say to you that I remember one of the questions that were asked on the internet is what Radio Soleil means into a younger generation's heart. So as a younger person growing up here, I want you to understand that you've changed a whole lot of people's lives. And I think part of your work is not just to create a radio station, is to help us grow as a unit, as a community. And you've done that for the Haitian community. We thank you for that.
I thank you for these kind words. Thank you very much.
Very welcome. We'll continue tonight. We are here at Grand Prospect Hall. We've just had this great conversation with Mr. Dupree, and we will continue our interviewing and meeting guests for the rest of the night. We will continue. Thank you so very much. Do you want to say a few kind words? About Radio Soleil?
Of course.
Okay. Good evening. We're here continuing with interviewing our great attendees. So one of the greatest attendees for the night, a pioneer within the community, a woman who's making such a difference. I'd like for her to introduce herself, and we'll continue our conversation.
Hi, my name is Mercedes Narcisse, and it's a pleasure to be here. And Radio Soleil, comme on dit, c'est une radio toujours attendue, t'as des bonnes nouvelles pour tout le monde la caille. Si vous ne connaissez pas bagaille, c'est pour attendre Radio Soleil, vous connaissez tout ça qui passe. Rico being a pioneer in our community, and I wish him the best. And I hope there's a success here, as you can see.
Yes.
At the beginning, it's already a beautiful event, so we're gonna enjoy.
Okay. I just wanted to ask you, one of the questions that we had on the internet is, what does Radio Soleil means to you?
Radio Soleil means remind me where I come from, so I can know where I'm going. So I have to know what's going on with my people back home, and as well as here, the progress, the politics, the health, name it, because they have a little bit everything. We're talking about healthcare. I know there's different nurses that have programs there. We're talking about community things, election. If you're confused about what's going on, he's always there to give you the report. And I love that because he keeps me up to date.
Yes, he does that.
And thank you for the interview. It was beautiful. I love it. I was almost forgetting. You did such a great job.
Thank you.
Continue doing what you're
Thank
doing.
you. I'm trying.
So you're going to be following them
exactly.
So you cannot miss. And you look beautiful as an anchor. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good evening. And we are continuing here with Samuel Pierre. One of the questions that we have for the night is, what does Radio Soleil means to you? I just wanted to hear a few words of what it means to you.
Well, Radio Soleil means the world to me. This is a radio station that's been around before Haitians were even invited to participate in decision making in New York City. This has been the source for news, for emergency management, for planning, for weather, for anything here in America, in New York City, and in Haiti. So for I just glad to be here, for 2 generations. I think that means the world. And the fact that even the younger crowd now is getting involved in working with the radio station and finding out how they can help and impact their Haitian community, I think Radio Soleil should definitely get credit for doing all that.
Would you say that Radio Soleil has made such a big impact in getting you within the community, building the community to what it is today?
Absolutely. I feel that when there's a new message that we can that we want to convey and that we want to pass it on to our community, we can actually use Radio Soleil to be that source, because we know that there's so many people listening, and we can measure our success by how many people are calling into the radio station, asking questions, and following up and wanting to hear more information. So yes, I absolutely believe that Radio Soleil has been a catalyst in helping me reach where I am today.
Thank you, Mr. Pierre. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great night.
Thank you for having me. I will.
We are here with Miss Rose Pialri. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening.
Everyone's asking this one question on behalf of Radio Soleil, is as a Haitian person living in America, what does Radio Soleil mean to you?
Well, I mean, Radio Soleil has been the voice of Haiti and Haitians for those of us living here stateside, right? To me, Radio Soleil is the connective tissue that connects those of us that are here to Haiti. And Rico has been that voice. And I have the great pleasure of serving on the board of the Haitian Roundtable, and Radio Soleil and HRT have had an incredible partnership. And Rico has helped us through the good and the bad times in terms of the Haitian community. And I think most importantly, Radio Soleil has given a three-dimensional image of who Haiti is and who Haitians are as a community. And so I think that's something that's very important. To me, it's one of the great gems that we have here in the city of New York. So I'm really honored to be here tonight and to also be one of the honoree organizations.
I asked you that question. Like, how do you feel to be an honoree, being honored tonight after 20 years of service within the community? It gives you to be an honoree.
Well, you know, the Haitian Roundtable is a relatively new organization, so to really be connected to an organization like Radio Soleil, to be part of this celebration in some small part, to me is incredible, and I think it speaks to Rico's generosity and his ability to reach forward and back, because you know this celebration is about then and now. So I think the honorees that we have today reflect that, and I'm really thrilled that he's also honoring Judge Raymond Laurier, who is the first Haitian American to serve on the federal bench appointed by President Obama. So once again, Rico gets it right in terms of making sure that not only does he each and every day put the flag, the Haitian flag up and fly it high, but he lets us know and claims our heritage for us in a way that I think is something to be cherished.
Well, thank you so much for your kind words.
Thank you so much.
And have fun today.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And we are continuing live at Radio Soleil's 20th anniversary at Grand Prospect Hall with Mr. Felix Augustin. Welcome, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. And let me say at the outset that this is a great day indeed for the Haitian community in the diaspora. It is good for Haiti, for the Haitians, but most of all for Radio Soleil.
Yes.
Radio Soleil and Rico Dupuis has been and remain the icons in our community. So we want to keep them that way. We want to help them to make progress. The staff of Radio Soleil, they have always been good to me. So I want to acknowledge that they have been good. They are very good people, and I hope they go not only for 20 years, but for 24 years to come. Okay?
I have a quick question for you. As a pioneer within the community yourself, understanding the type of work that's being done, especially for tonight, how does it make you feel to know that within a group, small group, that you're making such a difference?
Oh, first of all, it's not me. I must tell you, it's the community.
Yeah.
When we see people like Miss Bishop coming up, believe me, I feel good. When I see all of the young people, all of the young leaders, Haitian American, American citizen, and Woodnese, believe me, I feel very good. And I know I'm going in peace when the time comes. Okay? So you don't have to worry. We are going to make progress. And when we have people like you, when we have all of the young people, believe me, we are going to make it. No question about it. Okay? All right.
Thank you for stopping by us.
And
thank you for giving us a few words. And have a great time tonight. We are continuing our great event evening here at Grand Prospect Hall celebrating Radio Soleil's 20th anniversary. One of the things that earlier mentioned by Mr. Auguste is that we have this young woman that's coming up within the community that's making such a big difference. And should I let you introduce yourself or should I introduce you? Because I think, well, this is Rodney Bichot. A few words.
Hi, I am just very honored to be here. My name is Rodney Bichot. I'm the current district leader of the 42nd Assembly, which is the largest Haitian concentration, and which is where the radio station, Radio Soleil, is resided. So I am very honored to be here. I'm also a candidate for the 42nd Assembly. I'm running for office, which would make me the first Haitian person on the state level. I'm just really honored to be celebrating this moment with Rico Radio Soleil. 20 years of service, 20 years as a mouthpiece in the Haitian community. His work goes far. It goes into many cities, countries, and because of his radio station, because of Radio Soleil, many people recognize us, where we are, who we are, and that Haiti is on the map. So I'm just delighted to be here to celebrate a whole bunch of friends and family, and I'm just really excited. So congratulations, Radio Soleil, for another wonderful year of service. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary, and I want to say happy birthday to your mom for her 100th birthday.
Well, see, that's really good to continue this. I have a question that, I've asked pretty much everyone, is what does Radio Soleil mean to you? Because I think earlier I asked somebody that, like, how is that we're making such a difference, but what does it mean to you as a young Haitian American?
Well, you know what? It means a lot to me because I was practically raised with Radio Soleil. So when I think of Radio Soleil, I think of home. That's what it means. I think of my dad and my mom in the kitchen listening to the radio station, listening to intellectual conversation, listening to news. So when I think of Radio Soleil, I think of back home. And it always takes me back there. So I'm really appreciative of that.
Thank you so very much for your kind words. I hope that you have a great time tonight. You look extremely well. Beautiful. Well, thank you. Have fun. We will continue tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And we are continuing live at Grand Prospect Hall, celebrating Radio Soleil's 20th anniversary. We have here with us Mr. George Illis. He is the Vice President of Health First. Welcome, sir.
Well, on behalf of Health First, I'd like to say how flattered we are to be here. It's quite an honor to celebrate with Radio Soleil. Rico and Radio Soleil are a real long-time partner of Health First. It's one of our finest partnerships, and this is just an extension of that. In March, we were in the Dominican Republic with Rico and Radio Soleil. We went to a lot of sites in the Dominican Republic that have high concentrations of Haitians. And of course, I was with NOAA, the medical group, and Dr. Henry Paul. In June, I went down to Fort Liberté. And we were down in Fort Liberté taking medical supplies in Fort Liberté and performing operations in Fort Liberté. And we also this year we took a lot of books that were written in Creole and books that were written in French and books that were written in English. Because we feel that at Health First, healthcare is more than just clinical outcomes. It's also having a good education, and it's also being a good partner. And we are clearly the Haitian Health Plan.
Yes.
We celebrate Haitian Flag Day at Borough Hall with Marty Markowitz. We celebrated in Manhattan with Scott Stringer, the borough president. We celebrated in Queens with Helen Marshall. And on behalf of all the members of Health First, 700,000, I'd like to say to anyone out there who's watching, who is a member of Health First, thank you so much for trusting us and belonging to Health First, and we hope we represent you well. We are clearly the Haitian Health Plan, and you remember when that terrible tragedy happened on January 12th, our employees gave $42,000 out of their personal money to Haitian Relief, and our company gave another $20,000. We gave $62,000. So we are committed to the Haitian people, not just on a corporate level, but also on a personal level. So we're absolutely flattered to be here, and as many times as whatever Rico does and Radio Soleil, Health First will be a part of it.
Well, just to continue that conversation, I know what healthcare means within the community. And I know how the radio station intertwined the healthcare with the educating of the community. How important is it for you to be part of a community that's growing, that's helping people get to better?
Well, a growing underserved population is what our mission is. We're a not-for-profit managed care plan. And I remember several years ago, Dr. Joan Compa and we actually had we used to have a show on every Friday night on Radio Soleil to reach the population, because this is a very underserved and very deserving population, and it's a major driver of healthcare in New York City. You know, at Health First we have over 250 Haitian doctors. So it's not just that we have a lot of Haitian members and a lot of Haitians who work at Health First, but we have a lot of Haitian doctors, and this is a very important part of our mission, and we're flattered to be here, and we'll continue to support whatever the Haitian community does. And you know, I just remind them once again, you know, we're there with you, be there with us, and we appreciate your trust for joining us.
Thank you for your kind words. I hope you have a great time tonight. Enjoy.
I most certainly will. You know, and as a personal note, the Haitian community is very important to me. My father came from Belize, but my father never talked about Belize history. He always talked about the history of Haiti. So the history of Haiti was not just for Haitians, but it was all the slaves and all the black people and all the Caribbean and all the region. So I'll always be indebted to the Haitian people. And every time I do something for Haiti, I do something for my father also. So thank you so much.
Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you. Have fun tonight. We have here with us Mr. José Pierre. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. One of the questions that we have, quickly asking everyone, what does Radio Soleil mean to you as a young Haitian who grew up in America?
Well,
Born in America.
I grew up with that being my parents' main source of news, and to me, Radio Soleil is an institution that we have to maintain and pass on to other generations. It's important that we control our image as Haitians, and the only way we're going to do that is to actually be in control of our own media, and Radio Soleil is definitely representative of that.
I love the way you put that, is to be in control of our own media. I think one of the things that Rico Dupuy has tried to do is to get the Haitians on the radio station speaking exactly what people need to understand. I know that you have been on the show sometimes. What do you think is the main target for our community to understand?
The main thing to understand right now is that we have to empower ourselves. For a long time, we've been a community where you have people from the outside telling us what to do, how to do things, etc., giving things to us. Now we're in a position where we're articulate enough, we're professional enough to go about our business and take things for ourselves. And I think Radio Soleil has done a great job of educating the population when it comes to things like that.
That's one of the things that we've talked about, is how we need to educate the community. And Radio Soleil is doing a great job of that. And you're doing a great job doing that too.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Have fun tonight. Thank you for stopping by. We are continuing our conversation with the attendees of the event at Grand Prospect Hall, celebrating Radio Soleil's 20th anniversary. We have here with us Mr. Kari Solages and his sister,
Mikael
Solage. Quick question for you guys. What does Radio Soleil mean to you as Haitian?
As a Haitian American, Radio Soleil is a very important part of our community. It allows our community to be empowered by allowing ourselves to communicate. You know, it all comes down to relationships and communication. And if we can relate to each other through such a powerful tool like Radio Soleil, then we are better people. And so I want to thank Rico Dupuy for all his hard work. 20 years is a significant accomplishment, and I'm very proud of him and very happy to be here. And my sister, Mikael Solage, once elected, she'll be the highest ranking Haitian elected official in New York State. And that would not be possible if it was not for Radio Soleil. You know, there would not be a Carrier Solage if it wasn't for Radio Soleil. You know, so we are standing on the shoulders of those who come before us, like Rico, and now we are truly empowering our community even stronger.
Okay. So just a quick question for you. Understanding the position that we've gone through, the hard work that we put together to be here, how important is it for you to be part of such a grand event?
It's so important that we come together as a community, as Carrie said, and have a voice and be a loud voice for everyone in the community. So it's essential that we have Radio Soleil with us in our hearts, in our core.
It is a great thing to understand when we have Haitians that are making such a difference, because you are making such a difference within the community, for us to get together and share ideas and celebrate when it's time for us to celebrate. So I thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Good luck to you, and thank you for stopping by. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun. We are continuing here our conversation with the attendees of the event at Grand Prospect Hall. We are celebrating Radio Soleil's 20th anniversary. First, I'd like to say thank you for Mr. 20th for being here, and welcome.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. It is very difficult for any institution in our community to survive 10 years, let alone 20. So kudos to Rico and the team of Radio Soleil and to all the people who've made this day possible. It is really a grand day for the Haitian American community.
Well, thank you for being here. I have a quick question for you. How important and how empowered do you feel in your position within the community to help others?
Well, I think that I feel through communication, we're able to disseminate a lot of information. Radio is of primary importance in the Haitian American community. A lot of our people are more at ease listening than reading or writing. So, for example, recently we've used radio to let people know about the delayed deportation procedure that benefits a lot of young people. We're also doing outreach now to help people get benefits in SCRI so that their rents don't go up. So it is very important for us to have access to, continued access to the media. And I think that it is a gift to the community that we have people such as the team of Radio Soleil and others in the media who make this work easy and facilitate it.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Hope you have a great time.
Now you have to dance with me later, right?
Yes. I'll save it for you.
You won't step on me?
No, I will not. It is with great pleasure that we are here with Ms. Rhoda Jacobs. She is the Assemblywoman for the 42nd District. First, I'd like to say welcome.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Quick question for you. How important is it for you to be here tonight celebrating 20th anniversary with the Haitian community?
Well, it's a wonderful event. I do have to admit that I know Rico for a very long time. We were even neighbors for a while. But I'm really here because I feel strongly about celebrating this event. The fact that Rico Dupuy and Radio Soleil has been kept alive and flourishing. It is a bridge to the community, a bridge to the Haitian people in the community, a bridge from Haitians here to the homeland. But what's more important to me is that he has consistently provided intelligent discourse, intelligent and kept people informed. Information and education is very, very important. And I think that this is the outstanding feature of Radio Soleil, and of course of Rico Dupuy.
Thank you so very much for being here. I hope you have fun and enjoy yourself. Thanks for stopping by us.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. We are continuing our conversation here with the attendees of the special night that we are having at Grand Prospect Hall.
The station. Lord God, we ask that as this night continues, God, as it begins, that your hands upon the night, and as we are here to witness such a wonderful event, that we can remember our country Haiti, that we can remember the struggles that it's gone through, but we can also understand the success that you desire from it. We thank you, Lord, that you have not forgotten about us. We thank you, Lord, that you have not forgotten about Haiti. I ask that as we eat, that you bless the food, allow it to be edifying to our bodies. Bless our conversation, and everyone who's being honored tonight, let it be edifying in your sight. I ask you in no other name but the matchless name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
We are here live inside of Grand Prospect Hall, located in Brooklyn, New York, celebrating Radio Soleil's 20th anniversary. This radio station has been into the Haitian community for the past 20 years, bringing them everything from news to healthcare, education, to politics, music, letting them know what's going on both inside of Haiti and in New York City within the Haitian community. We have to say first and foremost, thank you to Rico Dupuy for taking such a large and grand atmosphere to making sure that the Haitian community understand what it is to have such radio station that's making such a big difference within our homes. We are here celebrating that moment, and we want to say thank you for doing this for the community. We will continue live while we are here talking to people who are attending politicians, doctors, musicians that are within the Haitian community. We will continue the night.
We have here with us tonight a number of elected officials. Some of them have to leave early. So we are calling on the Manhattan Deputy Borough President, Rosemont Henry, to come to the podium and introduce them. Mrs. Spear.
That's a big jump. Good evening, everyone.
I'm delighted to be here this evening, and I bring greetings from Manhattan Borough President Scott Stringer. And I just want to say congratulations to Rico on 20 incredible years with Radio Soleil. Please give Rico a round of applause. We are very lucky this evening to have several elected officials here with us, and I have the great honor of introducing someone who I actually get to see on a regular basis. We actually are located out of 1 Center Street in the same building. I often say I think he's got clones because he's actually everywhere, and I'm sure most of you see him out everywhere. He is a tremendous supporter of the Haitian community. When the earthquake happened, he was one of the first elected officials to sign on to New Yorkers for Haiti that raised $250,000 for earthquake relief. If you don't know who I'm talking about our great New York City Comptroller, John Liu. Please give a round of applause.
Thank you, Rose. Good evening, everybody. It is a real pleasure to join this very distinguished group of New Yorkers and visitors to our great city on this tremendous occasion. Radio Soleil has for 20 years broadcast in a community that continues to grow bigger and better and more influential and more impactful in this city, a city that draws people from all over the world. We're a city of immigrants as well as of Americans who have been here for generations. And I am proud to be an immigrant myself, though in full disclosure, I am not an immigrant from Haiti. But I'm an immigrant from another tropical island, the island of Taiwan. They still say I was made in Taiwan. Put the label back here. But in any event, this is a radio station that I've known for many years, but in particular, in the devastation that occurred a little more than 2 years ago, this radio station really stood out in so many different ways. It was a real symbol of hope as well as of assistance. And so for that, I think this is a station that we all must continue to laud and to support. And so with that, I want to invite our director, Rico Dupree. Rico Dupree for his great service. And before I present this commendation to him, I certainly do want to bring greetings on behalf of my colleague in government, New York City Council member, Dr. Matthew Eugene. He was here, and he had to speak at a couple of other engagements, so he asked me to give you his warmest greetings and also to congratulate the honorees, especially our Honorable Judge Lohier, who is a person who has made a great milestone for himself and the community and the city of New York. Congratulations, Judge, and also congratulations to the other honorees. And so with that, it's with great pride that I present this commendation on behalf of the people of New York City to Radio Soleil, Rico Dupuy, Director. For 20 years of empowering city residents by broadcasting critical information that impacts the daily lives of its listeners, for its commentaries and analysis on the Haitian community here and abroad, for its dedication to fair reporting, community improvement, and public service, and for all of its tremendous contributions to the city of New York, signed this 18th day of August 2012. Rico, thank you and your staff for the incredible work that you do for the community and the city of New York.
Just
for the program. Oh, so they say it's time for my welcome speech. Okay. Thank you for this. That's our project manager. Good evening, and welcome to Radio Soleil's 20th anniversary celebration in Gala. 15 years ago, we were here in this beautiful, elegant place for our 5th anniversary celebration. And the place was full. We had, if I remember well, over 800 people here. We are not that lucky tonight, but only as far as numbers are concerned. Well, our guest of honor then was Jean-Bertrand Aristide, who was at that time at the height of his popularity. But you know what? Looking at it from the standpoint of our honorees, their caliber, their achievements, and their being the best we have to offer, looking at the changing demographics, the imposing presence of the youth tonight, we are happy, very happy indeed. We are referring to our anniversary, our 20th anniversary, as a major milestone. To understand why, a brief description of our operation is necessary. We are a sub-carrier. That means essentially that there was not a readily available audience for us. Our audience had to be built through a lengthy and painful process of placing receivers in people's homes. Statistics show that the vast majority of sub-carrier operations nationwide fail mainly because of that specific obligation of building an audience. But there are positives associated with that too. A built audience is a captive audience. Listeners' testimony suggests that on the average home, our receivers stay on for about 14 hours a day. A state of continuous connectedness, which nourishes the well-documented love affair between Radio Soleil and its listeners, which caused the New York Times, in a lengthy documentary on us that took several weeks to prepare, to refer to us as the heartbeat of the Haitian community. Over the years, we introduced several innovations. We believe we were the first Haitian radio operation, both in Haiti and the diaspora, to integrate the internet in its news production. We pioneered the idea of simulcasting with a Haiti-based radio station, Radio Haïti, which was a major leap forward that would bring all the news from Haiti to our listeners here and as it happens. More about that later in the program. The mainstream media has been fascinated by our connection with our people. And Radio Soleil has become a passage obligé for any US media seeking to do well-balanced reporting on the Haitian community. And there is absolutely no media outlet that has not visited our station or sought our input. When Soledad O'Brien's rescue, a major documentary on the plight of the Haitian orphans after the 2010 earthquake was ready to be aired, CNN informed us that as part of their promotion of the documentary, they would avail Mrs. O'Brien for an interview with Radio Soleil. A 30-minute interview that was well received by my audience. When CBS News dispatched a team to Haiti for a week's coverage of events there, a similar request was made of us. Celebrities, presidents, world leaders, Muhammad Ali, Bill Clinton, P.J. Patterson, and Nelson Mandela, to mention just a few, have sought our microphone to communicate to the Haitian people. When Haitian boys and girls were being beaten up regularly in high schools throughout New York City because they were seen as French with some crazy accent, we were there. When Abner Rima was sodomized and tortured in a Brooklyn prison, an event that shook Haitian pride to its core, we echoed and amplified the collective norm. When Patrick Boisman was killed with a bullet in his chest after he told cops he does not use nor does he know where to buy drugs, we heard the community's cry and accompanied him. When January 12, 2010 came, what hit us was a tsunami of a different kind. A tsunami of demands and expectations. People flocked to our small place, plastering the walls of our front office with pictures of close ones, that were feared dead. We were pressed to do things, to do anything. The stories we heard were heartbreaking. The hospital ward, where they knew 10 or 15 doctors were stuck, that could be saved if only we at Radio Soleil in New York, act fast. The blind grandmother that was in a room by herself, who needed to be attended immediately. That log, oh, I remember that log. We kept logging the names of people. People looked somehow relieved to see us just logging the names of their loved ones. That is all we were doing, just logging. But you know what? They were right. We could do more than just logging. The community came in and helped. College and high school students practically took over our relief effort. Indeed, we did more than just logging. A lot more than just logging. These are just a few of accomplishments we will be forever proud of. It is with these thoughts that I once more welcome you, illustrious honorees, our distinguished guests, and our listeners to our 20th anniversary gala for a memorable night of remembrance and fun.
A little bit more passion in the things that you say. He's wonderful. Please give him a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 20th anniversary of Radio Soleil. And we have a wonderful program for all of you this evening. The Radio Soleil staff has worked very hard, almost over a year, to put this evening together. So let's give them a round of applause. Tonight, we will be honoring remarkable people and organizations ranging from Haitian dignitaries to nonprofit organizations, and of course, no celebration, especially a Haitian celebration, would be complete without a bit of dancing. And we're going to have some of that tonight too. Though I won't be dancing, because I won't dance, don't ask me. Can't dance. No merci beaucoup. Let's begin with our first honoree. He's a judge on the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit and formerly an American prosecutor and assistant United States attorney for the Southern District of New York. We're very honored to have him here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Honorable Raymond Joseph Loyer.
When you're honored for whatever reason, the best thing to do is to give a very short speech, say thank you, and sit down before the people who gave you the honor realize that they made a terrible mistake. But of course, I'm Haitian American. My father is from Jacmel. My mother is from Cap-Haïtien. And so a short speech is simply beyond my genetic capability. But I'm going to still try my best. First, I'd like to thank Radio Soleil and Rico Dupuis for this really, truly wonderful and unexpected honor. I've done absolutely nothing to deserve it, at least yet. And in fact, when I first received this call, as Rose Pierre-Louis knows, because she called me to inform me about the honor, I was certain that someone had just dialed the wrong number. I also want to congratulate the other honorees. I'm really stunned by the capacity and the amount of work that these other honorees I know have done on behalf of the Haitian community, both in the U.S. and here. And I'm doubly honored to share in their limelight. Now that I'm up here, though, having said that I'd like to make a very short speech, and I promise you it will be short, I want to make 3 brief points regarding issues of importance to the Haitian American community. The first point relates to what, in my mind, is the greatest Haitian American of all time. The great Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois once described as the problem of dual identity. I think it's fair to say that many of us in this room are proud of our Haitian heritage, but many of us were not, in fact, born in Haiti. And there are also many of us who, though born in Haiti, have made their permanent home here in the United States. No one has a better claim to the title Haitian American. All of us need to recognize that we need to be true to our heritage and also true to the country of our birth or of our adoption. And there's no one in this room who has to be either Haitian or American. We have to be proud of being both. Second thing I'd like to say, it's a related point, is about the importance of community and public service. And I'm going to take Radio Soleil as the primary example. For 20 years, as you've heard, and as you all know, Radio Soleil has served to bind our community, the Haitian American community, together with news, music, and commentary. It brings us together and reminds us of our common Haitian heritage and our American pride. And I know that Radio Soleil isn't alone in that effort. I think that the other honorees, not me, but the other honorees are the other great examples of that. I also know that as Haitian Americans, we can give back a tremendous amount in a lot of different ways here, in Haiti, or anywhere to improve the lives of our fellow Haitian and Haitian American sisters and brothers, wherever they may be. I have a third and final point that's very simple, and it's this. We are all in this together. I would not be here, I know, without the collective support of, over my lifetime, members of the Haitian diaspora. I just wouldn't. But if we are all in this together, then every day, every hour, and every minute that a single person of Haitian descent lives without certain basic needs, like housing, clean water, and education, a basic justice system. Every day they live without those needs, then we all live a diminished existence. But I also guarantee you that every day, every hour, and every minute that a single person in this room works to do something to fix those problems about housing, clean water, education, and a basic justice system, that person is going to be, and in fact, we will all be, in a better place. So encore, merci. Thank you again for this very, very kind honor.
We should go ahead and read the award. Radio Soleil presents Honorable Judge Raymond J. Loyer, Jr. in recognition of your
20 more years. Radio Soleil presents AMHE, our deepest appreciation for your leadership and contribution to the health of our community.
Thank you, Rico. Thank you, staff of Radio Soleil. It's a great honor that we get this flag. I'd like to tell you that this association has been in existence for 40 years, and the reputation of the association was not always as good as it is right now. And a lot of it had to do with the voice of Radio Soleil. So we'd like to thank Radio Soleil on behalf of the association. I have to tell you, right after the earthquake, there was a teleconference where the Red Cross had told the MH not to go to Haiti right away. Within 4 days, we had charter flight, and 22 of us went down to Haiti, and we were on ground. We got no coverage. And if you look at CNN, if you look at the New York Times, if you look at all the papers, AMH had no coverage. Every week, few physician Haitians were down constantly in Haiti in the crisis. We had no mention. But thanks to Radio Soleil, people knew what we were doing. So on behalf of the association, we'd like to thank Dr. Shini, who's the voice of the MH at Radio Soleil, and Rico Dupuy, who's doing a great job. Thank you very much.
in a variety of sectors. I also happen to be one of the members, as well as Rico, so we're proud of that. But we have someone who's going to introduce this program.
That has been supportive of the community and all heroes and sheroes and people who we're all proud of. As we're proud of all of the honorees, AMAG, we have a special bond with him also. And as many of you know, we pride ourselves at Health First as being the Haitian health plan. And so if anyone is here who has Health First, we all work for you. Talking about donations, our commitment to the Haitian community is not just corporate wealth. That terrible tragedy happened in January 12th. Within 12 days, I sent out an email blast to everyone in Health First, and we raised from our employees $42,000 of our own personal money, and the company gave us another $20,000. So we gave $62,000 to the Haitian people. And some of you also know that in June, I was in Fort Lauderdale this year on the humanitarian.
Ladies on the block in terms of new organizations, but we look forward to being around for a long time. What I would say to you, Rico, is the one thing that I think is really important about this evening
in the whole diaspora, we never just let go. He left us 3 years ago. And tonight, we have a special remembrance of that man. I believe legislature. My host was your leadership, 6 million. Musicorama, the best program on Haitian combat in world music on Radio Soleil. He was a very, very close friend of Lionel Legrand. I just wanted him to be with me on the stage today as we remember our friend Lionel Legrand, who passed away 2 years ago and basically left major role in Radio Soleil. That's it. Thank you.
Hospital which is near and dear to all of our hearts. I remember growing up in Crown Heights on Maple Street between Bedford and Rogers when it was, you didn't even have to be cool to be there. As long as you were Haitian, you were all right. And I remember very fond memories of sitting in the emergency room in Kings County Hospital for 12 and 14 hours. It was a good time. It must have been the Midwest. But we're very proud of Ernest Baptiste. He is the new executive director of Kings County Hospital and
Monday. So we have last preparations to move for the year. We wish the fact that we related to the Gala of Kings County Hospital. Major. And I believe the legislature has a citation for him that will be delivered sometime later. Okay? So we just...
Nassau County. And I can safely say tonight that would not be possible if it was not for Rico Dupuy and Radio Soleil. You know, I know tonight in the house we have a lot of doctors here tonight, and a lot of these doctors would not say that it's not possible for a male to give birth to a child. Well, I have to say that the exception is Rico Dupuy and the birth that he gave to Radio Soleil. And what a beautiful baby it is, and what it has done for the Haitian community. In the house here tonight, we have so many young Haitian professionals like Fabrice, like Samuel, Haitian Americans who learn the pride and culture of our great people, not just through our families, but also through the media. And so we have to thank Rico Dupuy for what he has done by making it possible for us to really know what it means to be Haitian. You were here with us in very difficult times throughout all the events that occurred through the earthquake and also beautiful times. But you were always there, and I thank you for really giving your blood, sweat, tears to the wonderful creation that we have in Radio Soleil. You know, it would not be possible if Agnes Bichette was running for state assembly here tonight. It would not be possible for Miguel Solange to run for assembly. Stand up, Miguel. My sister running for assembly as well. It would not be possible to have so many young Haitians in so many great positions doing great things if it was not for what Mr. Dupree did with this radio station. So I thank you. You know, we are here at a very difficult time in the history of our beloved Haiti, and there's much work to do. But I know that we can accomplish that work. Us Haitian people, we are very strong people. God forbid there would be a nuclear explosion. You would have two things after, cockroaches and Haitians. I'm more than convinced of that. We are very strong people, and we can overcome anything. But we must do it together. Let's stop all the division. We have to do it together as a people. And that's why the element of a radio station is so important to the development of our people. And so I would like to congratulate Radio Soleil and all the other award recipients here tonight for all your outstanding work, your great accomplishments in our community. We have my brother from Haddon right here, Barriston. Very good to see you here tonight. Thank you for all your hard work. And again, God bless America and God bless Haiti. Thank you very much. Without further ado, I would like to introduce another brother who's Haitian by association, a very strong brother that I love and respect, and that is Councilman Dramani Williams. Let's hear for Councilman Dramani Williams.
Merci. Bonsoir. I want to say, moi content pour célébrer avec vous à soir. Also want to recognize my colleague in government, Assemblymember Rhoda Jacobs, and District Leader Bernice Bouchard, who was the first female Haitian elected to the Assembly. And also a candidate for District Leader Josh Pierre. I'm not going to speak too long, but it's just a great honor to be here helping celebrate Radio Soleil and their 20th anniversary, and Rico Dupree. All the words have been said. He's just amazing. Radio Soleil is just amazing. I remember after the earthquake, he was the main information central. If you wanted to find out what was going on, you came to Rico Dupree, and that was a shining example of what he means to this community. So it's my pleasure to be here. I like to be quick so we can go on, get some food and get some music. So I'll say merci and enjoy. Thank you. So we have a city council citation, and Mr. Simone citation as well. And so the first question will be Honorable Raymond J. Rohette.
Fellow Haitian attorney in the law, I will got the citation here to Judge Valier. Thank you very much. Next, I'd like to present a citation to the Association of Haitian Engineers. Can we please have, please come forward, sir? Thank you. We're almost done, everybody. Almost done. Next, we have the Association of Haitian Physicians of Abroad. Association of Haitian Physicians, Dr. Salamon.
This is the last time we'll see all men doctors here.
I love my Haitian family so much, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to read just 2 paragraphs. Whereas the City Council of the City of New York is proud to honor Radio Soleil for 20 years of outstanding service in the community. And under the guidance of Rico Dupree, the director of Radio Soleil, the station has continued to attract a loyal following of listeners with his insightful commentaries and analysis of issues concerning the Haitian community, both in the United States and abroad. His views are also aired on numerous radio outlets through the United States, and he is consulted regularly by the American press on Haitian issues. He has been featured several times in the New York Times and other major area newspapers. He has been interviewed by national television networks such as CNN, NBC, ABC, and CBS. Mr. Dupree has conducted one-on-one interviews with a number of world leaders, including William Jefferson Clinton and Nelson Mandela. Every evening, he hosts an analysis of the news and major issues of the day on his program, Voix Air Fortis, featuring major actors on the Haitian political scene. And be it known, the City Council of the City of New York gratefully honors Radio Soleil in celebration of its 20th anniversary for its outstanding service to the Haitian community in New York City and beyond. Not just signed by myself, Jemani D. Williams, Councilman for the 45th District, Brooklyn, but also signed by the Speaker, Christine C. Quinn, for the entire City Council. Congratulations.
Sharing us your life for our community. Thank you.
I'm here to bring greetings from the New York State Legislature on this actually truly momentous occasion. I see another old friend working in here, Consul General. And I also have a proclamation from the state legislature. And since my colleague in government has shared some of this information in terms of greeting and honoring Radio Soleil and Rico Dupuy. I do think that we electeds know that these things can get long and boring, even though they're very meaningful. But there are some things that I do want to say. In addition to what Councilman Giovanni Williams says. One of the things that we note is that one of Rico's and Radio Soleil's proudest moments came from the station's role in uniting Haitians around New York City and the world in a successful effort to get the Centers of Disease Control to remove Haitians from the list of groups that carry AIDS. And that was a phenomenal action, Rico, something that has to be remembered. I want to congratulate all the extremely worthy honorees, congratulate Radio Soleil for its wonderful, incredibly important role in this community, here in New York City, around the country, in Haiti, actually around the world. And other than the really official document, Rico, for you. But I do want to take a moment to say, on a personal level, I've known Rico for quite a number of years. We were even neighbors for quite a while, and we've had over the years several intense discussions. So what I really want to say, which may or may not be reflected in the official statement, is that I have to recognize Rico's passion. Somebody else mentioned it. He is passionate about information and education and truth, and the importance of those three things, how they are weapons and bright lights, and sometimes in the darkness of what goes on in our world. So Rico, my really congratulations and my admiration goes out to you. And God bless. Rico, I thought this was going to be Memoirs of Che Guevara or Mao's Little Red Book, but it's not, because having been invited to celebrate Rico and Radio Soleil, that's what I thought was going to be.
I was not planning to speak tonight. I just found out that it was, it's a difficult moment, I know, for Rico, having to think of that time when it happened. But what I want to say is that there was a strong bond between our two stations, Radio Soleil and Radio Haiti. And that strong bond was based on some very strong values and belief that went beyond just friendship. It was about believing in a democratic Haiti. It was about believing in freedom of information. It was above all a feeling that somehow Haiti would see better days and that Haiti would survive. Thank you.
And then District Leader for the 42nd Assembly, Rodney Bishop, share some words with us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Comment nous y? That's right. Greetings to families and friends and elected officials of Radio Soleil. It is a pleasure to be here before you in celebrating Radio Soleil's 20th anniversary. I want to congratulate all the honorees for their achievement in the Haitian community. It gives me great pleasure because as the district leader of the 42nd Assembly, I am proud to have Radio Soleil located in my very own district, which is a district that is populated with the most Haitians in the United States outside of Miami. And so we have Radio Soleil that serves all the people in our district, poor, rich, all different classes. And Radio Soleil has served as a mouthpiece for all the people in the community. I want to say it's really important because my district is the stopping ground for all Haitians in Brooklyn. This is where many of the Haitians settled, where they started their businesses, where they started their first jobs, learned English, and formed their family. And Radio Soleil has been a part of all of this. When I think of Radio Soleil, I think of being home with my family, my mother, my dad, in the kitchen on a Sunday morning before we go to church, listening to the news, educating us, informing us, keeping us connected. And that's what Radio Soleil has done for many of us. It kept us connected from communities to communities, cities to cities, countries to countries. And I thank you, Rico Dupree, for keeping us connected. I do want to say that many of you know that I'm running for office. I'm running for the State Assembly in that particular district, hoping to be the first Haitian elected in the state of New York. And I want to let you know, Rico, that I want to partner with you in sharing that responsibility of giving information to our community to empower our community. And like they say in Creole, nous besoin by communauté à Jalet. So, à Jalet. So, with that, I thank you for your leadership, for being a mouthpiece, and congratulations again. At this point, as we try to empower our community, I would like to also introduce to you my running mate, Josh Pierre, who will also have something to say.
Bonsoir, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs. Avant de commencer, bon petit team. Team. Big. I don't know. I have something very important that I do want to say to the community, and I knew if I said Team Washash, I would have your attention. And here's what it is. I was asked earlier, what is it that Radio Soleil means to this community and what does it mean to me? Let me tell you what it means to me. When Rico founded Radio Soleil, Haitian Americans found their voice. It was no longer people telling us our stories, who we are, what we stood for, and where we're going. It was a Haitian standing up and saying, this is who we are, this is where we're going, and this is what we're going to do. We have to understand what it means to have institutions within our society, within our culture, and we have to support these institutions. And I would like for all of you to give yourselves a round of applause for coming out to support a Haitian institution. In keeping with that, Haitian Americans have found their voice. We do not need people to tell us where we're going. We do not need people to tell us what our story is and was. We will now tell our story. We will tell it in entertainment. We will tell it in the judicial system. And we will tell it in the political arena. We will now dictate our own future. And we're going to start doing that today. From now on, we will not ask. We will not wait to have anything given to us. We will stand up And with the courage that our ancestors had in 1804, we will take what is deserving of every other human being, the dignity that belongs to every other culture. It was bestowed upon us by our ancestors. It is the right of every other Haitian American, every other Haitian group, and we look forward to being a political force in New York and the United States of America, just like every other group. If you feel as I feel about this, and you believe that we can achieve this, I ask that you support both myself, Josie Pierre, and Rodney C. Short to achieve this historic moment in New York State and in the United States. Thank you very much.
Rico?